What's up, Scoops? Do not read too much into this shirt. It was free because I hosted an event and it's laundry day, okay? It is Wednesday here on My Life After Breakfast. My name is Changu and today I just want to do a general overview of the Merlin Season 5 so far. We're up to episode 5 and I think that there's enough plot holes and enough little things that have gone by that we can have a video on just that. So there's a lot of stuff to cover, so let's get into it. If you want to get any deeper into these specific episodes, I did do a review for each of these episodes, and you can get to those reviews through the annotations that I will set up right here. First of all, episode 1. Episode 1, the only thing I didn't mention in that review would be the fact that I thought it was super weird that Arthur and Gwen are sharing a bedroom. This is the 5th century we're talking about, and they would have never shared a bedroom. They would have been like 2 separate bedrooms that might have been adjoining. I'm usually not a stickler for huge historical accuracy for this show because I know that, you know, there's also not a time when there were sorcerers and warlocks running around, so what am I worried about how, you know, a husband and wife are sharing a room or not. I don't know why specifically, but that just really struck me as odd. Maybe it's because it's Angel and Bradley and I've seen a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff and I know that they're buds, so the idea of them sharing a room just weirds me out. I don't know. Episode 2, there's 4 things I didn't mention in that review. One of them, of course, being how in the world did Aethusa end up with Morgana? What is that bond? How in the world did they end up together? Who was holding Morgana all that time? Are we gonna figure that out, or are we just gonna keep having her, you know, twirling her mustache trying to attack people? Like, it's just really, really weird. I want that whole storyline of Morgana being trapped. Who did it? Why did he trap Aethusa with her? Why was Aethusa with her? And why wasn't Kilgar protecting Aethusa from Morgana, who he knows is not the nicest chick? Point 2, Sifa, is that storyline gonna come back? Does she also have magic? Will she be attacking Camelot at some point? Will she be pairing up with Morgana at some point? It was kind of like this ominous thing at the end of the episode, and like we've yet to see anything come back from that. The next is, why in the world was Arthur so willing to trust Mordred, who he met as a guy who captured him and was taking him off to Morgana? The next time Arthur saw Mordred, which was when they were trying to escape, was when Merlin was like, you should be killing him right now. And apparently Arthur really trusts Merlin's opinion, as we've seen from the last couple episodes, as well as last year when it was based on Merlin's disapproval of Princess Mithian that he didn't marry somebody. Like, he obviously trusts Merlin. So if Merlin is saying that that guy deserves to die, like, there's something to that. Merlin is never for death. Merlin is the one who trips over a branch just so you won't kill a helpless animal. So why would he be looking at a person saying, kill that guy? I thought that it was so weird that then Arthur would turn around and make him a knight and invite him into the fold of Camelot, when that could have been something that Morgana set up with Mordred, or some, you know, plan to get a spy in on Camelot. I felt like it was so weird, and I don't know if there was a long conversation between the two of them, but I felt like we should have been involved in that so we at least knew why Arthur chose to bring him in, because right now it just looks like Arthur's an idiot, which he's not. So I wanted to know where that came from. Where did that trust come from on Arthur's side? And with Arthur's trust of Mordred comes the question that Merlin asked the Diamir. And he asked a very specific question. If Mordred is not Arthur's Bane, then who is? He didn't ask who is Arthur's Bane. He asked if Mordred isn't. So does that mean that Mordred really isn't Arthur's Bane? Or is that just because of the way that Merlin asked the question, that the only answer was Arthur himself? Just a point. Episode 3, the only 2 points that I didn't mention in that review. I absolutely loved when they sat down the table in Arthur's room and Gaius handed each one of them those green vials. There was no, oh, I'm going to do it because I'm the prince and this is my problem. There was no Arthur taking it and then Merlin sneaking back to get some more potion later. It was just Gaius handing the 2 of them. It's understood you'll be taking care of this problem together. Boom. I like that they have that brother relationship now, that everyone just understands that this is forever, their romance. I love it. And the other thing I absolutely loved about the episode was Merlin talking to Uther, saying, I was born like this. The way he said that was so specific and so lovely. Not the I'm so powerful way that he said it to Agravain last year just before he killed him, but in a way that said, you would have killed me for something I was just born with. I didn't have control of this. Like killing somebody for their race. It has absolutely nothing to do with who they are or their choices. They were just born like that, and killing them for that reason makes absolutely no sense. I loved how he put all of that into those words. It's beautiful. Episode 4, the only thing I did not put into that review is that I really liked the Merlin Gwen time, and I would like more of that, please. because they're hilarious together. Episode 5, I said all I wanted to say in the actual episode, so you can check it out right up there. Now for the overall of this whole season, a lot of people are getting really quite frustrated with this season because it is far more political and we tend to get a lot less magic in political episodes. So a lot of people aren't that happy with focusing on that side of it, getting the treaties and everything. They're just kind of like, man, I don't care about that. People just want the magic. And last season, by this point, we'd had Merlin with the Daraka and all those magical creatures in the first 2 episodes, the death of Uther and Dragoon doing the healing magic, and then episode 4 was getting a Thuza, which was a hugely magic heavy episode. Episode 5 was a political episode with a little bit of magic at the end. And then episode 6 was the Servant of Two Masters, which had that huge Dragoon Morgana battle at the end. So by this point last year, we had so much more magic, and this year we've pretty much only had like 2 talks with Kilgara, 1 talk with Aethusa, and then 1 big earthquake, and everything else has just been these little tiny bits of magic. And this season's supposed to be like bigger, better, and badder, and we're not really seeing that. Like, we're seeing that from other people's points of view, like there's bigger fights and there's bigger things at stake for Camelot as a whole, but we're not seeing it for Merlin, and he's kind of the reason we come to this show, because it's called Merlin. So I understand everyone's frustration, but as I said in the episode 5 review, I feel like they're building towards Merlin being really, really ticked off, so when he blows, that's going to be super interesting, and that's going to lead to other stories. I feel like there's a possibility of the magic being revealed to somebody. I don't know if it's going to be Arthur, but I definitely feel like there's a possibility of somebody finding out magical reveal really, really soon. And the other thing I've noticed about this season is that Bradley James is killing it. Like, he's been killing it all season. It's an understated form of acting most times, but it is just beautiful to watch, and so is Colin Morgan. Their acting has always been sort of like heightened for the type of writing that they've been doing for the last 4 seasons. But this season, the language is so much more naturalistic, and their acting is like breathing. It's so beautiful to watch. It's so like lived in and just awesome. As an actor, I tend to nitpick performances, and I've had nothing to nitpick. I've just had a lot to just enjoy and glory in. I feel like so far this season, they're just building up a whole bunch of dominoes, and eventually Merlin will get hugely ticked off and just for Baronin and like explode them all. I understand everyone's frustration, and I've seen a few people online saying, I'm gonna give this a couple more episodes and I'm piecing out. But here's the thing. Season 6 is not guaranteed, guys. Season 6 is entirely dependent upon our views for this season. So you have to be there 100%, because if we have not gotten a magical reveal by the end of this and they don't get another season because we weren't watching, that's it. We'll never get it. And there's talks about a trilogy of movies, but that's not a guarantee. It's just talks. Like I said, I have a proxy server which enables me to watch it on the British websites in America. And then when it comes here, I'm going to be watching it on television. I'm going to be watching it on demand. I'm going to try to get my friends to DVR it and then watch it there. Like, give it like a mental extra view. I'm going to then watch it on sci-fi.com. Like, I'm gonna give it as many views as I personally can possibly give it, just so it seems like a whole bunch of people watching it. So we get a season 6, and I'm not 100% sure I want movies. I think I would rather have more seasons, but either way I want this story to continue. So please make sure that you're watching it. Tell me what you think of the series so far in the comments below. Are there any other loopholes that I have missed, and are there any other ways to watch it that I have missed? Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. My previous video is right to one side. I can never remember which way to point. And the background picture today is a picture that I took while I was walking to go vote yesterday. Tell me if you like it in the comments below as well. I absolutely love you guys. My scoops are beautiful. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you on Friday.